Principles of sports nutrition.
The glycemic index, or GI, measures the extent to which blood glucose increases after eating a 50-gram portion of carbohydrate. This increase is then compared to glucose, which is given the value of 100. The glycemic index of carbs was developed originally for diabetics, as knowing the effect of food on blood sugar is important for monitoring a diabetic's glucose levels. Foods that lead to a slow increase in blood glucose have a low glycemic index. Those that induce a rapid rise in blood sugar have a high glycemic index. The higher the blood sugar levels after eating a certain food, the higher the glycemic index of that food. Foods that register less than 40 on the GI scale are classified as low GI. 40 to 60 are medium GI, and above 60, these foods are considered high GI. So let me give you some examples of food and their corresponding glycemic index according to these charts. Apples have a GI of 36, oranges 40, cherries 23, plums 25, grapefruits 26. These are low GI. Between 40 and 60, which is medium GI, you've got things like mangoes, papaya, grapes, and above 60, which CHI classifies as high, things like cantaloupe is 65. Dates are very high. They're classified right off the scale at 103. And raisins, of course. So when you think of dried fruits, the sweeter the fruit, the higher the glucose concentration, the higher the GI. Foods that are higher in water volume, higher in fiber, tend to have a lower GI. Of course, this is not just carbohydrates, but any food consumed has an effect on insulin and glucose. And so the idea is that prior to training, prior to exercise, you want to fuel up on a low glycemic food so that the sugars are broken down and released slowly during the exercise routine. And you want to take low glycemic foods 1 or 2 hours prior to training so that you go into the workout with good fuel. At nighttime, that's the worst time to have high glycemic foods to jack glucose up through the roof, causing an insulin surge, causing a drop in blood sugar, and possibly nocturnal hypoglycemia, and many other symptoms that are associated with a distortion of blood sugar, which ultimately affects how we metabolize energy, how we oxidize fat, how the immune system responds to the environment. So blood sugar is enormously important with weight and body composition in mind. Also, after training is a great time to flood the cells, flood the muscles with high glycemic carbs. Because we've depleted the glycogen, now it's time to replete, and you'll recover faster by taking a higher glycemic food base after training. This is where the protein shake with high glycemic carbs comes in. This is a great practice to get into right at the gym, right after training. Get some whey protein isolate, a little bit of some flax or hemp seed oil, and then throw in some high glycemic carbs. Whip that up or shake that up, and then you're going to replete glycogen levels faster, which will lead to faster recovery, less inflammation, and a stronger immune response to the workout itself. So comprehension of the glycemic response of food is just as important as knowing its micronutrient content, allergenicity, caloric value, fiber content, or pH. Successful body composition management relies on this knowledge, and for athletes, it is crucial to performance.